אנחנו מנצחים אל המזח, אל החיים, וכמו הגלים אנחנו מנצחים אל המזח, אל החיים. אז אני הולך לבכות לך, תהיה חזק למעלה.
I know there are many people who are afraid that in a situation of peace, things here would be boring. What will we have to do here? What will there be to write about? We will be like any other normal country. I can reassure them, normal we won't be. The traumas which we have sustained through this history of ours will make sure that many years will go by before we filter out of our blood all those difficult and unresolved loads that we carry. It will be anything but boring.
Even in 1977, when Egyptian President Anwar Sadat made his dramatic visit to Israel, there already were people who knew how to predict the boredom awaiting us with the emergence of peace in the region. All the years since then have proved the exact opposite. It was much more apt to headline that period, never a dull moment. But now the peace process is underway, agreement follows agreement. There are obstacles, crises, solutions, discussions. The ball is in the statesman's court. So what are artists doing in the meantime? They are the ones supposed to go ahead of us, lighting the way. Can something so exceptional leave them unmoved? And do they, as artists, influence at all what's happening around them?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
An artist like Shlomo Gronik, a singer and composer whose works swing from classics to jazz, is confused by the situation. He searches for sanctuary and finds it in simplicity and openness with children. He gives them and receives from them. This musician's pseudo-childishness is presented to various groups of children. Always he suits himself to them. While he sings, you almost forget which are the children and which the adults.
Bini amore, amore, I don't have children. So these are my children. And children is the best partner for anything. For art, they don't ask questions. I mean, if you ask them to do something, they go with it. They're very open. They don't have blocks yet. My goal is to make combinations of music. I want to combine myself with the classical world, with the children world, with ethnic world, with Arabic world, with the Palestinians, with the left people, with the right people. I want to everybody to be together. It's idealistic maybe, but this is my goal in my art.
Shlomo got together a group of Ethiopian immigrant children in a choir with a talent for singing and good voices, and produced something special with them. The video clip of their song, The Warm Earth, impressively illustrates this combination of rhythm, imagination, and dedication to music. The cannons between Eilat and Aqaba on the Red Sea are being fired in peace. Soon, a new art will develop here, paralleling the ceremonies of peacemaking. Much of Israel's previous public relations focused on cultural subjects, even in times of war. These peace accords and ceremonies are opening the doors to new opportunities for cultural cooperation and exchange between Israel and her neighbors.
It's a new era. Never before did we adopt a policy to export Israel culture in such a way, and also help to import for us in Israel to familiarize other Italian, French, and other culture. And it's a very important element in the peace process also, because we are enhancing now peace through cultural agreements and cultural exchanges with Egypt. We hope to do it with Jordan. We have done it already with Morocco and with other countries, and we are going to pursue it as much as possible, because believe it's people to people, heart to heart, and once one people knows the country and the culture of the others, it enhances the peace process. More than 1 million ambassadors.
Perhaps the most successful element in exporting our culture to the world is the Israel Philharmonic Orchestra. This travels constantly around the world and garners success and recognition for its quality. The orchestra is proof that with art and culture, no boundaries like those between countries exist. They need no documents or passports to travel around the world to the hearts of the most varied audiences. Avi Shoshani, the orchestra's manager, explains.
Music is an international language. You don't have a problem of understanding the language because it's the same language all over the world. Whether you play it in Italy or whether you play it in Moscow, you play the same notes and everybody understands exactly what you're doing. Secondly, the nature of this orchestra, it's sort of a melting pot of new immigrants from all over the world. We have people from Russia, we have people from America. We have many Israelis that were born here, and guest conductors are usually conductors from all over the world.
At the Suzanne Delal Center for the Arts, a rehearsal is taking place for a new production by d'Aur and Nir Bengal. Perhaps body language can react to current events more freely than the written word. Perhaps it can reach deeper levels. Does what is happening affect the art of dance at all, or the choice of subjects?
We are trying chiefly to ask questions. Our questions deal with power struggles between the strong and the weak. Who is the conqueror and who is the conquered? Big and small, man and woman. From our viewpoint, all our work is a type of research for us. A good connection is not always romance where everything is wonderful and there's a romantic music. A good connection is to know how to function within a struggle and to know, in a physical sense, how to receive the weight of the other person and how to give your weight. Of course, the Israeli reality influences our decisions, influences our dual genders and our daily lives. At an emotional level, but mainly at the physical level, we're more alert, readier, more provoked.
In Israel, we have another kind of strength, a simplicity more direct and much larger. That's what we want to be involved in. I believe that everyone, everywhere has this. We build on it, and that's the universal link.
That universality finds a powerful expression in the outflow of energy and rhythm bursting from the dance anaphase of the Bat Sheva dance troupe. The essentiality of the performance, the sweeping power, are understood by everyone. Their joie de vivre and strength are a language understood everywhere. The Kibbutz Contemporary Dance Company has been turning increasingly to a more serious and specific theme, the Holocaust. The dance aide-memoire, commemorating 50 years after the liberation of the death camps, deals with the impact of the Holocaust on the second and third generations, portraying the distortions and scars remaining even in simple daily things like friendship, love. Life goes on, but its growth is slow, if at all possible. It appears that precisely this approach to the awful theme is what gives the work its special strength. The power of art is precisely in the indirect aid it provides in this area. It penetrates deeply into the consciousness of the viewer and becomes lodged there.
Time to give. is an intelligentsia who is desiring for peace, trying to understand our enemies, trying to make peace with our enemies. We have done it for years, and we are continuing to do it. The Jews are trying, because they are critical, they are trying to blame themselves. And this is very, very common among the Jews, you see. I remember my father always saying to me, first of all, blame yourself. And this is something that is deeply inherited in our tradition. You have to blame yourself. You have to be critical to yourself. You have to check and recheck the past, of course, the present time, and of course what's going to be. It's boiling socially, it's boiling culturally, it's boiling all the time, you see. Israel is a permanent drama. In the newspapers you can see the political drama, but underneath there is also a cultural, theological drama, very deep. And this is the fascination of our country. It's no wonder that we have so many good writers in Israel, see, because it's a country where all ideas, feelings are coming together, are bound together.
All the new questions that will arise, all the things we'll have to deal with, questions about our identity, who we are, to what extent are we Israelis, what democracy do we have here, how do we relate to our minorities, all kinds